Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? On the return, Deontay Harris. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
As most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go, but if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
For the first time with Javonte Williams. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 14 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they're doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now Williams running left. Fights loose. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Going an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on him. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Barkley, a first down and more. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 23-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Jones. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Jackson. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bullet. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, Now, guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far, so I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Throwing, Jones.
That's into the hands of Jacob Harris.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A first down carry for Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He'll buy some time right. Welcome back, everyone, to MetLife Stadium here in New Jersey. The Giants possessing the football. We rejoin the action in the second quarter. Second and 6. Off the play fake. Jones sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, it's Williams. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing is Jackson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson's throw taken in here by Chase.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Jackson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. They will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson.
And he will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, you take the points and keep moving.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Gano the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll roll him out right.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On first down, Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On 2nd down and 4. Jones escaping the pressure right. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's look at it. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And some room to work. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Giants. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's got his target, Harris. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Out to the right, he's got the tight end Waring. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
2nd and 5.
Now it's Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And in for the Lions touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez. Kick it away. Mostert now to return.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants. 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
That's tremendous. goes for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone. That's
Let this go deep right side.
And this a leaping effort, but complete. But you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Room to run past midfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Chris Watkins
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Second and 10.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man. It's Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Open man is Myers.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Jones on first down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team. I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
To throw is Jackson, staying on his feet. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Detroit. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he checks this one down to Williams. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
CD, this defense.
Man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 142 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Detroit back in possession of the football. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Detroit. Jackson on first down. This is Smith with a grab. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again is Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.